No, not really. Actually, if they want this delivered, they got to pay way more than they should have been paying way more in the beginning. So I'm on a marginally paying CURRI run right now that I took for the experience and to get the score up and all that. And I got pipes in the car. See them right there? I am about 90 miles away. I just started the trip. 90 miles away from the destination that was in the app. I get a call from the people that I picked it up from, saying that they changed it. The customer changed it last minute. And I get a text message from CURRI saying you're going to get updated pay for additional mileage. I'm like, what? I go into the CURRI app and I see that they want me to go to Washington, Illinois. An additional 100 and something miles. It's going to add like an hour and a half to my route, which was already long. So that means it adds an hour and a half that way and an hour and a half back. I accepted the route saying, okay, this at the type end might take me 4 hours from beginning to end. I'm good with that. I have things to do in St. Louis. I'm like, I'm cool. I can do that. Not happy about it, but I'm going to do it. So now instead of 4 hours, it's going to be 7. Can't get a hold of anybody on CURRI. The in-app chat, can't negotiate pay. I talked to the girl at where I picked it up from. She was very nice. She said, you know, I called her back because she called me. She left me a voicemail. I wanted to see what was going on. She told me what was going on. The customer changed it. How that happens, people make mistakes. We're human beings. Unacceptable. I go in about pay. There's an AI chat on CURRI. It says you can't negotiate pay. And they want to add another $75 for me to drive another 3 hours. Because it's an hour and a half additional. And I got to come back. I have to take that in consideration. I don't live out there. $75 is what they want to give me? This already wasn't paying good. This is the worst delivery I've ever been on. I say that. I've said it before in other videos. This is horrible. This is worse than any DoorDash experience, Instacart experience, or Uber rideshare experience I've ever had. How could anybody be okay with this? If the company makes a mistake, whether it's the company I picked it up from, I don't think it's on CURRI, I think it's the company, they have to pay more than what they're paying. $75 for all the additional mileage, all the additional fuel, all my time. It's rerouting my entire day. I had things to do. I had things to do at 4 p.m. that now I can't do. So my family is affected. I mean, come on, man. This is crazy. This is absolute insanity. Now, the option I have, I could turn around and take this back. It'd save a lot of time, a lot of fuel, and then I'd be able to do what I need to do. I'm waiting to hear back from CURRI. If they're going to reroute my entire day and spend more time in my vehicle, it's taking up my entire day. You have to pay me more than the $75. This is the worst experience I've ever had in the gig economy, and I'm not happy about it. And I'm going to document the good and the bad. I always do that on this channel. Always. I cannot not share this because it happened. If something bad happens with DoorDash, I talk about it. Instacart, I talk about it. Something good, I talk about it. If this order was paying me $1,000, I'd be like, woo, this is great. It's a whole day, but no. I document my time in the gig economy. That's what I do. If they want this delivered, they got to pay way more than they should have been paying way more in the beginning, but I'm doing it for the experience, making connection. Now I can make a really good business connection by doing this, and then this company I picked it up from will be very appreciative. But I am being completely abused at this point. Completely abused. The pay needs to go way up for what I'm doing and all the things that it encompasses. I've never been this pissed off in the gig economy ever, and I've been pissed off before. This is the worst. The app just routes you, oh, more pay. There's no communication, no call from CURRI. I get a call from the actual other person, and I'm just supposed to just take it on the chin. Some would say, part of the gig, Pedro, you signed up for it. No. I signed up for this amount, this mileage. It's not like it was going 20 miles. you know, like I'm not making this video and I'm not tripping off that. It's not like it's going across the street. It's not like it's even going 50 miles. It's not like it's even going an extra 100 miles. I mean, this is absolute. Bye. So stick around for my conclusion and how all this ended and my final thoughts. Looks like I'm delivering to somebody's house. It's not even a business. Well, unless they're doing some work. I'm confused. If this address is wrong again, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Yo, what's up? Man. No, not really. Actually, it what? Drops it off to these guys here. Let's talk. And let's see how far we got to go home. All right, I'm not sure where this is gonna be in the video, but I'm showing you, okay. I had an interesting conversation with these guys doing the work. I'm gonna get into that in just a second. I'll make it as short as I can be, but I definitely gained a lot of information, some knowledge about these apps, these companies, and the other side, the business to business, and what these guys relied on and was waiting on. I'll share that in a minute. Let's pull up how far away we are from home. I'm gonna put the earnings here, completed the delivery, the earnings. I'll get into that. I'm gonna break that down as profits in a second. This is very different than food delivery, clearly. But I'm gonna break down some things that I've learned, a little knowledge. So let's put in our address. I'll do this in real time with you guys, okay? Let me just stop right here. These are solar panels. There were some things, pipes there. These guys need to finish the solar panels for a home out here. Nice home, nice area. Let's see how far away we are from home. Okay. Wow, and I still have a drive, okay. 152 miles away from home. Should have been only like 60 or something originally with the original offer, which is whatever. Okay, let's hit start on that. Okay, so here we go. I still got basically almost 3 hours, right? 2 hours, 44 minutes. All right, so 173 miles. Now, I was gonna have some back miles anyway with the original order, but I'm using a lot of fuel to go back home. You guys saw what they paid me. It came in at $100 originally. That added $75. Now I'm using some more fuel so I'm not keeping that 75 because I'm driving more than I originally agreed to drive. When you go in an app, you cannot renegotiate. It says that. Tried to call somebody, there's no option to call. And then I emailed, and then somebody emailed me back, which was nice. At that point, I was already driving and decided I'm gonna do it. And I didn't, you know, I said what I said to them, and that was it. Okay. Let me drive while we're talking. So let me just give you guys some information because I think this video will be now. I mean, I got to drive there. Okay. I'm going to say this. We are not independent contractors. Not even close. This experience and I've been saying it for a while now, regardless of transparency, whatever, this wasn't very transparent in my opinion. I got there, it wasn't ready. I kind of knew what I was picking up, but you still really don't know. Weight and dimensions, you could guess things out, but if you're new, and I'm still new, you really don't know. The girl from Green Tech, which was nice, called me. Oh, either they made she said the customer made a mistake, meaning these guys. That's a significant mistake. These places are nowhere near. The addresses, so either Green Tech screwed me and lied. These guys were waiting on this. I'm just rambling at this point. It's like, oh, we didn't know when you were coming. This was a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday job. Today's Wednesday. It's 3:15. They needed pipes and they didn't have enough to finish the solar panels. And they do business with Green Tech, and there's a Green Tech in Indiana and a Green Tech in Chicago, and then one in Bridgeton, Missouri. That's the one they used. I think the people at Green Tech put in the wrong information, realized they made a mistake. But what she told me, I'm going to be transparent with you because the gig apps won't. Mr.BetonYou will. She told me that they changed it. As I was leaving the lot, they changed the address. Don't believe that. It could have been an honest mistake, but I don't believe they called. They're like, oh no, we're actually over here. We're 71, it's a 71 mile difference. So for me, that's times 2, because I got to drive the additional 71, and that's what they're paying me $75 for. Whatever, is what it is. But I got to drive the other 75 right now, putting me back to Springfield. You guys following along with me with the original drop-off? And then from Springfield, I still got to drive the other 100 miles, 101, right? 101, that's what the original offer. 101 times 2, plus the 18 to get there. I'm not counting the 18 as part of doing business as a courier. I count it, but you can't count it against Courier or Green Tech. So it's double the time, which means I can't earn in St. Louis. Now, I could work out here and stuff. I don't know what's out here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get home. We made $175. We started right at 3:15. I had one stop for fuel. So we'll call it just a little over 4 hours. Hey, listen, some would say, Pedro, that's good money. You have to calculate your extra 3 hours of driving, though, because that's time. I'm not making any money right now. I'm not making any money. I'm not going to dash along the way. Like, maybe I'll get a $6. I mean, I could do that, but it's not the same. Now, if I got a curry right from this person's house right here, delivering some paint to St. Louis, fantastic. I'd take it regardless if it was paying me whatever, because we're not an independent contractor. I couldn't negotiate my contract. The app says that. They treat me like an employee, like, hey, well, updated route change. So it's just like if DoorDash or Uber or Instacart, they'll pay you for an additional. You can call them, you can negotiate with them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. They're all more similar than they are not. I'll say this, those 3 guys were so happy to see me. They go, oh, you're a hot shot? A hot shot, they know what hot shot is. Like a last minute, like they need it quickly. Hot shot. They've seen people like me before doing these hot shot runs. There's a smile on their face because they want to finish their job. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I had this experience. I'm glad I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm going to give you the real. I'm not going to paint a picture that's whatever. Everything that I said today was facts. Forget if I look emotional, if I'm upset, if I'm mad, if I'm confused. The mileage, the money, the people and what they said is all facts. If it happens to me, it can happen to somebody else. This order, he was wondering. I talked to him for a little while, like, oh, we didn't know. Nobody took it because it was trash. When you take away my fuel expense, my time, the money I lost by just not staying in St. Louis, this was only worth it for the knowledge, and then I got these guys. The bigger picture is I got them what they needed. Nobody else was going to do this fucking run. Nobody was going to do this. And then that would have fell on Green Tech with these guys and that business-to-business relationship. It would have fell on CURRI with Green Tech, and it would have been a bad thing. It would have been a bad thing. Somebody would have had to answer for why this job wasn't finished. I played a small role in helping them finish this job, but an important one, because somebody miscalculated the amount of equipment they needed for the job, and it happens all the time. You need more lumber, you need more nails. Happens at every job, I would imagine. But people like you and I come in clutch on the delivery or courier side to make sure that it's done and the job is finished. We did that today. I did that today. I could have taken this back to Green Tech and said, hold up, no, I'm not doing this. I had things to do today that will not get done because I made the decision. This was my choice, so I'm not mad at anybody, to see it through all. I wanted to have the experience. I wanted to show you guys, and I knew somebody needed this. Because if I take it back to Green Tech, they're going to have to add more money to it. But I don't think another driver's, the likelihood of somebody else taking it's like, it wasn't paying enough for the distance. The miles to money when you're doing truck driving, I'm learning. I got some people in the comments on the short I made, is way different than food delivery. A lot of us like to be $2-3 a mile. Shit, you guys see me do a $70 Papa John's run going 4 miles. Like, come on, right? It's different. The miles to money is different. I'm literally 2 hours away from Chicago. I live in St. Louis. Think about that for context. I'm glad I had this experience. The thing that I love the most Forget Curry, Green Tech, whoever the company, the boss, these 3 dudes that I just drop off the shit to, I am happy that I got them what they needed so they could finish their job and get to their home quicker. You know, I don't know how, you know, this is my 3rd run. Maybe it's just bad luck. I don't know. This was, I can't say it's the worst, because at the end, at the Rainbow, we've been talking about Courier. Is our pot of gold? My pot of gold was dropping off to these 3 dudes that needed to get the job done. But everything else considered, like if I drop this off and these guys aren't there because they left, or it was a different experience, or they were just kind of jerks, like, where you been? Then I feel different. But these guys were good dudes, hardworking dudes, just trying to finish the job. And somebody ordered stuff, and it probably wasn't them, and they didn't take care of them. So we have to come in at the end. Truckers can negotiate pay. They can literally sit there and say, hold up, because this happens all the time in the trucking field. I'm learning. Oh my God, what? Hold up. No, hold up. This load was paying me $1,000, $5,000. Now you want me to go 2 states away? You want me to do this? I'm not going to see my family. You need to add a G to that. They can negotiate that, and they'll sit there in their car or their truck and say, I'm not moving. I need more money because this isn't what I agreed upon. Curry, I didn't agree upon this. I didn't agree upon the mileage and the time. This affected my entire day. And I was like, it's going to take me 4 hours. So this added 3 hours, 3.5 hours. In that time, I had stuff to do, multiple different things to do that I am not going to do. But you have to look at things as a total profit. That's gross, not net. I always look at net. And when you're doing DoorDash and Instacart, and I'm delivering to my neighbors and I'm driving a few miles here or there, your profits are way better. Courier will be different for everybody in your market, business to business. Where they're located, the mileage is going to be very different. Well, far. And that could change. So nobody get the feelings hurt that I said that. Nobody, you know, well, Pedro, Courier is good for me in Nashville. Or it's cool. I'm talking, I've done 3 runs. And on my 3rd run, they uprouted me significantly. Because what should have happened is they should have said, we see that this has been changed. And I should have got a text, a phone call. All I did was I got a text saying, your route's been updated and you'll get more pay. They didn't tell me what the amount was until after. Look, until after, like, more time went by. And then they asked me how long you think it's going to be till it gets there, basically. Green Tech called me, but Curry's a third party, so maybe Green Tech calls Curry, and then Curry does an AI thing, and then boop, boop. This is mileage, this is the pay. No negotiating tactics at all. So should I have been able to keep this stuff and still got the $100? Should I have dropped it off at the original site? It didn't give me that option. Didn't even give me an option. Original site, and then somebody else could take care of it, and I get 100, and don't worry about the 75. I didn't have any of those options. This video is way long. I'm rambling, but I'm documenting my experience. We're not independent contractors, but I do feel good about it overall. I learned something today. Let me go on sit in my car by myself on this long journey home with money in the pockets, a better understanding of the app, and realizing that we are not independent contractors. Just because the government tells you that you are doesn't mean that you are.